The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app to scan your face into.
A soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, down low. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
It's deflected. Fast break, Toronto. Poke loose. Pass to Anunoby. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Right side, Tatum. Back to Hayward. Brown feeling out a bit. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And Toronto will come the other way.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Walker in the post. Now recovering. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Left side, Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Back to Walker. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
VanVleet passes to Lowry. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Walker goes in. Pass to Tice. The kick out to Brown. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
Siakam finds Ibaka. Back to Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Brown outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Tatum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
We see time and time again Tatum making a difficult shot against tight defense.
Lowry kicks to VanVleet. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Outside, Walker. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without foul.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 5.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You like to get him the ball inside.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Back to Van Vliet. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the draw. Making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talking.
Does Carter really change the...
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, DA. Great story, and thank you. The kick out to Tatum. Outside Williams. And another basket for Boston.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
To the inside. Boucher kicks to Powell. Gasol tried to free himself up. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. Count it. Good. Kanter's got his second bucket. Raptors leading by 4. Toronto working the ball around now. Gasol with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Passes it to Powell. Davis with it. There's the pass to Boucher. Williams with the steal. Kanter dishes to Williams. There's the feed to Smart. Pass to Kanter. Gasol with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Wanamaker, and the layup is good. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Boucher. He's guarded by Williams. Davis kicks to Boucher. Gasol trying to free himself up. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Wanamaker. No good from outside. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Jazz. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Davis. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Misses the 3. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. There's the dish to Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Raptors leading by 4.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quickly.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. From the low block. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Tatum deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Williams. From deep, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He had 9 points and 1 assist. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got 11.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Walker goes in, and the layup's good off the glass. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Hayward outside. Back to Walker. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brown. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Anunoby. VanVleet passes to Ibaka. That's tipped. Back to VanVleet. Steps back and shoots. And no good that time. Celtics trail by 4. Brown outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Out of Miller High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked second in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. Back to Anunoby. It's blocked. Williams scanning the floor. It's tipped. Brown finds Williams. Inside. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdul-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tatum.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Siakam, right side. Over Hayward. Here's Anunoby. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now a 5-point Raptor lead.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's Walker. Dishes to Williams. Over Lowry. They get it back.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Lowry against Walker. And it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Anunoby. He has 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Celtics. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Siakam misses. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 3. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And stolen by Williams. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ahead. Pass to Cannon. Kicks it to Williams. Top of the key, Wanamaker. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. The drive by Cantor. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Here's Gasol. It's deflected. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Raptors. They're up by 1. We'll be back. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Stay the course. We just got to be a little bit more.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Jason Tatum. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. To take the lead, Boston getting another chance here. From deep three-point range, good, and Smart gets the assist. Wanamaker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Williams. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Up top, Tatum. The shot from 20 feet away. And Kanter able to finish. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Tatum with it. Picked up by Davis. And stolen by Siakam. Powell dishes to Gasol. Back to Powell. Pass to Davis. Powell kicks to Davis. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Powell against Smart. Outside Williams. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
This is great to see. Williams shooting with confidence, wanting to add to his game.
Here's Siakam. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Siakam's got it all tied up now for Toronto. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Wanamaker, the pass to Kanter. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A gigantic bucket. Brown stepping into the spotlight when it matters most.
Back to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. But they recover it. And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. From deep. And no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Walker taking his time here. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Will it go? It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Deceptive and skilled at that guard position. When Lowry's scoring like this, good luck trying to defend it.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Just a fantastic look.
Now here's Tatum. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for Kansas. Walker against Siakam. Tatum passes to Walker. 6 to shoot. Tatum dishes to Walker. The pass to Tice. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Siakam kicks to Lowry. There's the 3. That's Lowry again missing. So we see Boston get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
A beautiful skyline of Denver. And with...
Guys,
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at center. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 guard. Here's Jokic. And there's the pass to Craig. Deep 2 from Murray. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Well, it was the Nuggets their last game and lost to Dallas. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Millsap with the double team. Millsap with the steal. Here's Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Tatum drives in. Tice. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Porter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Walker against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Walker the pass to Tice. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well run that time by Walker, a reliable passer in pick and roll sets.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Tatum. Jokic. Great positioning on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Monte Morris is checked in for Porter. The Celtics also changing it up. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Smart passes to Walker. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. Misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Celtics trail by 8. Brown finds Kanter, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And tonight, Clark, not just any regular season game. These teams going for higher seeds in the playoffs.
And, Kevin, you've been doing it a long time, and you can feel, even during the regular season, when there's a little extra juice in the players and in the building, and guys are locked in, and it gives you a preview of what the playoff intensity is like. That doesn't happen a lot with the number of games in the NBA schedule, but you can certainly feel it when it does.
You sure can. Now Walker following the three-point attempt by Jokic. Kanter dishes to Tatum. Walker in the post, kicks to Kanter. Jokic with the steal, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Nuggets leading by 6. Morris outside. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Jokic, and Daniels subbed in for Morris. Brown trying to free himself up, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Grant against Williams. To the middle.
Thus far, they haven't gotten the ball inside at all.
Yep, I've got to give the defense credit here. Cutting off driving lanes and really making them a jump shooting team.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead, up by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Nick.
Basketball, like passion, love.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. Also Hayward out there. Smart is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the one. It's good from long range.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Outside Williams. Smart passes to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Hayward is doubled. Boston needs to get off a shot. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Pass to Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Enes Kanter comes in for Williams. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Celtics trail by 9. Smart kicks to Hayward. And a wide open look for Walker. Here's Tice. Outside, Smart. Kanter finds Smart. Back to Kanter. Takes a three, and Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 5. You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Knocked loose. Millsap dishes to Murray. And it's blocked. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Torrey Craig comes in for Troy Daniels. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. Pass to Canner. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Clock at 6. Cantor kicks to Walker. Celtics passing it around. Brown, good.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Millsap up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
Brown right side. Deflects the pass. From deep. Walker. Doesn't go that time. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Leading by 5. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. That one's not going to go.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Cantor. Tries again. The kick out to Walker. Passes it to Tatum. But they get it back. Back to Walker. The pass to Tatum. Outside, Walker. Here's Tice. And that one, good. Tice has got 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A 3 from Morris. It's hauled in by Brown. He dishes it to Cantor. And here's Porter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, what did you see from them? And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Jokic draws the double. Fades away. And he makes that one. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When you let Nikola Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
Brown outside. Six on the shot clock. Hayward outside from downtown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Outside Millsap. And a wide open look for Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Tatum against Porter. Tatum passes to Tice. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Tice. Over Jokic. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Bol, he's checked in for Porter. And Daniels subbed in for Torrey Craig. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Denver making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Here's Plumlee. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Wanamaker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And so Smart nails both of them. The Nuggets leading by 6. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here is Daniels, guarded by Smart. Shot clock at 6. Grant dishes the Bol. The Nuggets with another miss. Daniels passes to Plumlee. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Morris is checked in for Denver. On the wing, Morris. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Daniels, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Down low. And finished off by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Dozier passes to Bol. Now the dish to Daniels. Over Hayward. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Bol. There's Smart. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Hayward from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Hayward's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Outside Williams. Smart on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Cantor checked in for Williams. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Brown in for Brad Wanamaker. Williams scanning the floor. Back to Smart for the tie. The rebound by Grant. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Now Cantor. And here's Walker outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jokic finds Porter. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Monte Morris. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
The Nuggets with another miss. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Craig. Outside Porter. Pass to Craig. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Tice. Celtics trail by 5. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Daniels, he's checked in for Denver. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Murray against Walker. Murray surveying the D. He kicks it to Millsap. Over Tatum, and there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray. 6 points for Paul Millsap.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
Hayward, great pass to set up the lay-in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. Then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Three-pointer, Hayward. Offensive rebound. Walker on the follow.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Daniels with it. Passes to Porter. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 13 feet away. The shot missing. And the Celtics with possession here. 7-point differential. Back to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tice. No good on the triple. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Daniels. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. Tatum's shot is off. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They lead by 7. Craig passes to Millsap. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Throws it up high.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Right side, Porter. So the Nuggets win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. The bustling city of Portland. And we've got David. He's come a long way. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Lillard. Dishes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Now here's Anthony. The tray. And finally they hit one.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Brown against McCollum. There's Walker with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
McCollum, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The long distance 3 is buried.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brown against McCollum. Brown outside. Pass to Tice. Nurkic with the block. And he recovers it. And it's Walker penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Here's McCollum after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Collins kicks to Lillard. Brown against McCollum. Back to Lillard. It's deflected. Here's Nurkic. He doesn't hit that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
But they'll get another chance. The 3 from McCollum. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Passes it to Hayward. Back to Brown and finished off by Brown.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Shots good by Walker.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tice. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Nurkic. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Out to Hayward. Brown outside. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes.
A lot of responsibility when things go.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the floor for Boston. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Here's Simons, guarded by Tatum. Little passes to Trent, over Smart, and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Celtics ball. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And that game against the Knicks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Outside, Smart. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Kanter. Outside, Williams. Shoots. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Lets it go with the 3. Hezonja on the wing. Pass to Trent. Here's Simons. The dish now to Little. On deep. No good. Shot missing. Boston leading by 13. Kanter, high post. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Smart. Back to Williams. Right side, Smart. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Leading the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
Yeah, it's so fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Tatum.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Whiteside, good.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Here's Wanamaker. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Knocks it loose. One-on-one fast break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Hazonia.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
It's Williams with the drive from deep. And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Back to Hazonia. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Smart dishes to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Buries the 7-footer. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And this is why Cantor is a fantastic pick-and-roll option. He's big as a screener and a superb roller.
Count the basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And it's Hazonia with the foul. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 36 seconds left now here in the second. Walker goes in. The kick out to Brown. Now the pass to Cantor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Brown missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
McCollum no good. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Pass to Williams. Here's Cantor. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
You know, just to...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 10. Shaq, what are your thoughts? And that's a wrap.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the center. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Now, here's Tice, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul, and Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Outside Tatum. Count that bucket. Tatum's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics.
This guy is so crafty on the drive. Wow, Jason Tatum with his quickness and his length and the strides he's got can score at will.
Now here's Anthony. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Lillard, right side. A three from McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
And a wide-open look for McCollum.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Six to shoot. That one a little long.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Out to Anthony. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Lillard. From the wing. Rebounded by the Celtics. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Anthony's shot is off. Celtics leading by 11. And stolen by Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Portland no good that time either. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Walker looking for an opening. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. You can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Boston also with the sub. Wanamaker's checked in, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Hassan Whiteside. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 19 points, 15 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers. Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's Wanamaker. 5 points in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Simons. Dishes it to Whiteside. Here's Trent. Passes it to Simons. Shot clock at 3. Nurkic with it. Portland moving the ball over. And it's in there. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Williams kicks to Williams. Out to Hayward. Back to Williams. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Boston needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's the fast break. Lots of room. Nurkic, the pass to Trent. Over Hayward. Here's Nurkic. No good.
Well, remarkable tenacity on the defensive end. Gordon Hayward showing.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guard. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Celtics leading by 11, and now here comes Williams leading the break.
You got to keep pace with Williams in transition. He's so good at just outworking everybody on the floor.
Pass to Simons. The pass to Trent. Outside Anthony. Kicks it to Whiteside. Over Williams. Whiteside, no good. Boston's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And it's Williams throwing it down.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Floats it up for Williams. Rebound by Nurkic.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Walker. Outside Williams. Outside Smart. Williams against Nurkic. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Nurkic, and it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simmons. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. Right side, no good. Boston leading by 15. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Out of bounds.
And so Boston again turning it over.
Out of bounds.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And the layup falls.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum. And it's blocked by Brown. Now, here's Whiteside. Defense right on him. Anthony in the corner. Feeds to Collins. A beautiful reverse layup. Collins has got his first basket.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
McCollum finds Whiteside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Hayward passes to Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know that Jason Tatum can score from any area on the floor. It's got to be a scary sight when this guy starts to get rolling.
Out to the right wing. Here's Collins. Makes it off the glass. Collins has got 4 points this quarter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot. Now the feed to Hayward. Here's Tice. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And Walker kicks to Brown. "19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Oh, Tatum in position. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Adams. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create a...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately.
And let's go. Well, and I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do, too. Thanks for that report. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Raptors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Boston Celtics right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And for the Raptors, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And, guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, home in the paint. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Ibaka finds Siakam. The shot comes out. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lowry against Walker. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively and really allows him to score consistently.
It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Tice. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops. Has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Here's Brown. Raptors knocking down the tray. Three-pointer. Hayward gets the three-pointer to fall.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Now here's Hayward. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Out to the right wing. And Walker kicks to Hayward. And stolen by Siakam. And they're running. Here's Anunoby, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the inside, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Here's Wanamaker. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. On the wing, Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Wanamaker misses. Here's Boucher. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Boston on top. They lead by 2. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about it.
I like to do all those little things when it happens.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Wanamaker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
The kick out to Williams. Here's Smart. That one doesn't go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
A steal. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Here's the 3. And Kanter pulls it down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Smart wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Gasol with it. Picked up by Brown. And Davis, here we go. Hollis Jefferson finds Davis. Outside for Gasol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gasol's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Kanter, that shot misses. Some solid defense from Gasol. Stolen by Smart. Brown outside. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor Nick Nurse guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And the shot is good. Panthers got 6 points.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Passes to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. The pass to Canner. They get it back.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
In the corner, Powell with it. And Gasol now top of the key. Inside. And Tatum over to help. And stolen by Williams. In the corner, Smart with it. Pass to Tatum. Lets the three fly. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A patient player. Tatum fine with taking what the defense gives him.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Here's Siakam. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Walker the pass to Tice. The kick out to Williams. Walker with a clean look. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Raptors trail by 3. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And you know, for that Knicks game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's Anunoby over Tatum. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Boston leading by 3. Tice with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Tice kicks to Walker. At the elbow, Williams. Pass to Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
15 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Smart. Ibaka goes in.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
And a close game so far through the first. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. And that's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Pass to Tice. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And he gets the bucket. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Siakam, good.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Walker against Lowry. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Siakam inside. Guarded by Walker. Out to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
On the wing, Brown to the paint. Here's Tice, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Tatum. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's getting around 28 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Wanamaker. Lays it up and banks it in. Wanamaker's got his 2nd basket of the game. Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the court from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals, so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
Hayward dishes to Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hayward can hit.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Davis finds Gasol. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gasol's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
What you know about Marc Gasol's game is he has a fantastic feel working down there in the interior.
Shot's good by Walker.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Gasol's in the post, working on Williams. And again, it's Marc Gasol.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Back to Walker. Kicks to Tatum. Wanamaker looking over the floor. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Powell the pass to Siakam. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Tatum. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
And finished off by Gasol.
You'll always have to ride the hot hand. Tonight, it's been Gasol.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Keeps it alive. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Left side, Davis. And that one hits back iron. Tie game in Boston. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Right now, right here.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Brown in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Back to Walker. To the inside from 12 feet out. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. And Brown over to help. Here's Lowry. He can't get that one to fall. And the Celtics going the other way now. Smart deciding where to go with it. Ibaka against Walker. Down low. Brown dishes to Kanter. Back to Brown. There's the pass to Walker. Over Lowry. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Here's Ibaka. A putback. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his sixth assist on the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Boucher, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Right side, Smart to the inside. Kanter misses the baby hook. Raptors trail by 4. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Smart passes to Williams. Back to Smart. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Jason Tatum in for Williams. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Drops in the layup for 2.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
And it's Walker penetrating. Outside Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Walker against Lowry. Banked in off the glass. And it's 8 points for Kemba Walker. Raptors trail by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Ibaka right side. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Ibaka's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. It means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Down kicks to Tatum. Walker the pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Tice. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto to tie it up. Van Vliet can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Love to see Gordon Hayward shake things up and get busy down inside. The defense really doesn't know what to do when he's down there other than hacking.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Back to Siakam, trying to get open as Ibaka. It counts! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
Walker finds Tatum. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hayward looking over the floor. Justin, no good that time either.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up, live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here. This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Brown. The kick out to Walker. Here's Tice. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous.
Hang time, moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd need an edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up, ooh, that's dead. Need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up on me.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It's NBA basketball on 2K. DA taking. Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And, you know, for Boston, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. They got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Murray against Walker. Now Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Well, his passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Walker following the miss by Jamal Murray. Right side Tatum. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Offside Tatum from deep three-point range, and it's Brown missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 13th in field goal percentage, 15th in rebounding, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Tatum stays with it.
How about the timing and hustle there? Tatum earns his team some second chance points.
Here's Morris. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And the pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here are the Nuggets now after the basket by Boston. Outside Porter trying to end the drought. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Cantor checked in for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. outside Tatum. Smart finds Williams. Rob. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, he is a straight line driver. Jeremy Grant right to the rim.
Here's Wanamaker, covered by Morris. The shot's good from Cantor.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Morris outside. Back to Daniels. Pass to Plumlee. Shoots over Cantor and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The Celtics working the ball around now. Stolen by Grant. Morris outside. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one goes. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And Morris drops them both. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker, covered by Morris. Williams against Grant. Passes it to Wanamaker. The 3-ball. Cantor. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off? And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard position. Murray, no good. Celtics leading by 3. Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Kemba Walker is checked in for Brad Wanamaker. And Denver with a change here, too. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bull. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Murray. It's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
And here's Walker outside. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 3. Daniels dishes to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Hayward outside. Back to Kanter. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Grant. Tries again. And it goes down 2 points. Kanter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Walker against Murray. Inside, Plumlee, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. Here's Craig, and he banks in the layup. Craig's got his first points of the night.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Finished off the break. Bull's got his first points of the game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
To the inside. No good on that one. Now Boston takes it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Cantor. And it's Tatum in for Gordon Hayward. That's good from Plumlee. Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Walker with it, now guarded by Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Boston. Brown outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jokic.
And really, Brown is very talented at nailing shots even while getting hit. What muscle this guy has.
Nuggets trail. Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. Brown feeling out a bit. Over to the wing. 41 seconds left here in the second. Back to Wanamaker. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
A three from Morris. Offensive rebound.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Tipped away. Tice passes to Wanamaker. Shoots from 12. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And that's it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves. And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Celtics. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at center. Porter finds Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray with it. He's covered by Brown. The pass to Craig. From deep. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Hayward. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. Tatum kicks to Walker. Back to Tatum. Down low. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And here's Morris for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston leading by 9. Hayward outside. There's the triple. Denver grabs the miss.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Craig kicks to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. But they recover it. Craig passes to Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jokic has got his first bucket in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Tice. The kick out to Walker. Back to Tice. The dish to Hayward. Tatum on the wing. Clock is at 3. Passes it to Hayward. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 7. Millsap passes to Jokic. Porter against Hayward. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. And the Celtics going the other way now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Brown. Walker surveying the floor. The Celtics shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
That one drops for him. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
The Celtics have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And he makes the first.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Enes Kanter. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Jason Tatum. Denver also making some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Daniels. Out to the right wing. Back to Wanamaker. Williams kicks to Williams. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, seeing Jeremy Grant at his size getting out on the break in full sprint, collecting and finishing.
Smart finds Walker. Here's Williams, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Excellent defense. Keep getting the ball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard position.
Given how skilled Millsap is in the post, sometimes you have no choice but to foul him and hope he misses the shot.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Brown, the pass to Smart. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Pass to Dozier. Now Jokic, guarded by Smart, to tie it up. And it's Jokic missing. Got a piece of it. Celtics leading by 3. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. And the Celtics making a change here. Tice is checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Craig's checked in. Here's Murray. He gets it in there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. There's the pass to Tice. The 3. Wanamaker misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Murray finds Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Goes up at the stripe, and the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston trailing. Now here's Smart. Six to shoot. Up again. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Porter passes to Craig. And here's Jokic. He's covered by Brown. And good that time. 6 points for Jokic.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown kicks to Williams. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Craig passes to Murray. Pass to Porter. Taken away by Williams. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Millsap kicks to Porter. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark. Hayward right side. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Murray against Walker. Murray, the pass to Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. 7 points for Jamal Murray.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
And here's Walker outside. Hayward goes in. Puts it up from 15. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Pass to Porter. Now here's Murray. Defended by Hayward. Murray against Walker. Here's Jokic. They get it again.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Walker nails both of them.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Walker against Murray. To the wing right side. Denver needs to get off a shot, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous...
talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys, now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas.
The players love him. Thank you, David. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Cantor.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. 5 on the clock. And the basket by McCollum. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Tice finds Hayward, and he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And finished off by Brown.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim-rocking Shazam.
And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Anthony against Hayward. Anthony kicks to Lillard. To the right side. Kept alive. Pass to McCollum. Another shot. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Anthony against Hayward. Passes it to Tatum. Hayward goes in. Here's Tice. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Lillard. He feeds it to Carmelo. Outside Collins. It's stolen by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tatum's got 7 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The 3 from McCollum. And Tatum pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
1:11 left in the first quarter. Brown, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kicks it out to Lillard. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's McCollum in the corner. Shoots over Brown. Portland, no good that time either.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Kicks it out to McCollum. They need this. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Brown with it. Now defended by McCollum. Walker the pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got his second basket of the night.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work ethic.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Let's go. And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Hezonja. Can't hit from in close. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Wanamaker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The kick out to Williams. Wanamaker the pass to Canner. On the wing, Williams. Now Smart. Shot clock at 5. And there's the pass to Wanamaker. A three-pointer off the mark. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Hezonja.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
To the middle, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Timberwolves, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Trent passes to Whiteside. Deflects the pass and stolen by Williams. Brown down low. Williams kicks to Smart. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Williams. of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one, because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic, how about that guy? I mean, that's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him, and then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you, because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
Outside Tatum for the 3. A new 14 for Boston. Cantor, the pass to Tatum over Whiteside. Tatum's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 14. Little dishes to Lillard, and he converts the layup. Lillard's got his first basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Smart goes in. Can't connect from short range. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Here's Little. Dishes to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Whiteside, no good. Celtics leading by 12. It's deflected. Wanamaker, the pass to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Cantor. The 17-footer goes down.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Now here's Little, guarded by Tatum. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Little.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Outside, Smart. And so it's Boston. Enjoy.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 9 points, 5 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Brown kicks to Walker. It's good.
This is the thing about Walker. He will challenge you from the perimeter. He will challenge you inside also.
It's Anthony with the drive. Here's Nurkic. That shot, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Savvy move by Tatum. He's not just running the floor. He's running with the purpose of exploiting a defensive weakness.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Collins finds Lillard. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got his second basket. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Here's Tatum. Collins with some nice D.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Walker against Lillard. And it's Walker penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Walker has speed to burn. A nightmare keeping him out of the play.
And McCollum launches it from deep. That 3 off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Tatum. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Collins in the post. Defended by Hayward. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Collins. Pass to Hayward. Back to Walker. The kick out to Tatum. Hayward outside. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Anthony nowhere around. It's hauled in by Brown.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tatum passes to Hayward. Brown outside. McCollum against Walker. Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. McCollum passes to Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. And here's Tatum for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. Anthony left side. To the paint. Here's Collins. Can't cash in from close range. Celtics leading by 14. There's the lob to Brown. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, the breathtaking athleticism of Brown. I mean, just incredible at rising up and packing a punch on these dunks.
Collins, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Hayward for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is where Hayward just gets better and better, squaring up off the catch.
Collins dishes to Nurkic. Anthony on the wing. Lillard outside. Back to Anthony. Shoots it up. And that one's on target from the wing. Anthony's got 8. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wanamaker from down in the low post. It goes.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
And so it's Boston out in front. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Whiteside. Hezonja's out there with Collins, and it's Simons in at the point. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum passes to Wanamaker. Shot from the top of the key, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
They just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Smart on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Williams finds Smart. Now Williams. Tatum on the wing. Williams passes to Smart. Back to Williams. The kick out to Tatum. And the three off target.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Smart passes to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. From the arc. Rebound, Boston. Tatum passes to Smart. The three. Good on the triple.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Trailblazers trail by 21. Anthony down low. Guarded by Tatum. The shot by Anthony, no good. Double team on Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Inside. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Tatum against Anthony. 5 to shoot. Tatum kicks to Smart. Takes the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anthony dishes to Collins. The alley-oop. It's deflected.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And so Boston again turning it over.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Hayward comes in for Williams. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Hazonia, and finished off by Hazonia.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
The kick out to Walker. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Tatum with another miss.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Horde passes to Hazanya over Tatum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
And the shot goes in.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Cantor finds Walker. Over Trent. Basket good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you